Welcome back. Okay, so interesting thing with this game. Right out of the gate, it felt like a Tampa Bay Lightning game, and I kept hearing about, hey, so the Rangers have got to be happy because this is a tight defensive game, and I was thinking, I've watched a lot of Tampa hockey, and they tend to win these games, and uh, it's so close, and I feel bad for Ranger fans right now because this was a close game. I almost got the 3 stars right yet again. Close. They weren't updating on the app, so I gave up. And then just before I hit record on this, they did actually update and give the 3 stars. So it's Vasilevsky versus Shesterkin, and honestly, this was a goaltending duel. And I thought this was as close to flawless as Tampa Bay could approach this because all season I've talked about goaltenders. If they can see it, they'll save it. Tampa Bay decided, hey, let's take his eyeballs away. Let's make sure he can't see the puck. So I also want to say for the Rangers, for their pregame, never, ever, ever, ever change from Baba O'Reilly. The song is not called Teenage Wasteland. Don't call it that. That's not what it is. And I'll see that every night. Oh, that's that Teenage Wasteland. No, the song's called Baba O'Reilly. Call it right. All right. So both fourth lines start. So both coaches looking for a hard-working beginning to the game here. Post for Kucherov on a rush. And honestly, Tampa Bay had posts going for them. Or did the Rangers have posts going for them, right? So Schneider has a blasted save. Trouba then had a rush chance that was blocked. Hedl looked okay. Hedl was playing tonight, so was Strome. Both of them looked fine. They both played regular shifts. So Gerard Gallant wasn't telling a lie. He was telling the truth. They're both fine. Lindgren hits Kucherov. That brings cheers from the crowd. Rangers had the only shot in the first 5 minutes. Again, 5 minutes in, there's only one shot, and I thought, gee, this looks like some of those games Tampa Bay won over Carolina, where there just aren't any opportunities and just bring it down into the muck, right? Rangers press at 6 minutes. They hem the Bolts in. Bogosian gave the Bolts their first shot at 6.5 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, the Rangers getting the opportunities here and there, not getting a lot on the net. Panarin had a net feed that wouldn't go. Kreider's denied in close. Then there's some shoving. Trouba fires one wide. The Rangers had some momentum there. There's a near miss for Hedl. Tampa Bay ices it there to relieve the pressure. Panarin has a shot that's blocked. It's all Rangers at this point in the game. The actual shots on net are only 4-1 with 9 minutes left. So the shots would tell you, well, there's not a lot going on. But in reality, there's shot blocking by Tampa at this stage in the game. And just making sure that the Rangers don't get any clean looks in close. There's a post then for Paul in a rush. So they had more posts than they had shots. They only had one shot. They had 2 posts at that point in the game. Nash had a shot held as the Bolts finally get some pressure. Colton then has a shot that's held, and there's some shoving after that. This is the danger of a scoreless game, and I've talked about this in reviews for years, and it's a view I've had for a long time. The longer a game goes scoreless, the more I think that favors the road team. The more I think that the home team is fighting it, right? So, Trouba has a blast that's saved, and then Panarin's denied. Lafreniere had a net feed. That was cleared out. There's a near miss for Belmar and close. And another blast from Trouba is held with 1 minute left. Jacob Trouba had an excellent first period in this game, but it's scoreless going to the second. So even though they limit Tampa Bay to 3 shots, it's still scoreless. They need the goals. Second period, early jump for Tampa Bay, but no shots during that little bit of pressure they have. Both teams forcing turnovers early on, too. Palat has a rush chance that's held. There's a net drive by Palat as well. That draws a power play for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Power play's not prominent in this game. Maroon can't bury one. The Rangers clear it out. There's some Igor chance. Kucherov's then denied. Power play's killed off. We get more chance for Igor. The shots are 6-1 for Tampa Bay at 6.5 minutes. A power play will help with that total as well. The Rangers press. They had some momentum, but then there's too many Bolts on the ice. Now, the nice thing with this is Shesterkin, knowing there's too many Bolts on the ice, he throws the puck up near the boards. So you're drawing attention to the fact there's 6 Tampa Bay players on the ice, and you get that power play. Fox has his stick break. That leads to a shorthanded rush by Cirelli, where he focuses on the fact Fox doesn't have a stick. But that was saved. Fox, his next chance, this time with a stick, that one's saved. The power play's killed off. Then at 10:29, a fluttering puck by Ryan Lindgren, of all people, he gets a goal over Vasi's shoulder. And it was with Perry in front of the net. And he was blocking out on that one, and just it was thinking of another goal. But the Rangers on that one, they get the goal. It's a fluttering puck. I don't think Vasilevsky had a great view on that one either, and so that one goes in. Perry has a rush. That draws a power play, and we'll get to when Perry's screening on a goal as well. Perry's then denied. There's a shorthanded rush by Kopp. He fires wide. Hedman fires one wide too. Next shot was saved. Power play's killed off. Tampa Bay presses when it's back to 5-on-5. Nash has a rush chance. That's saved. And Tampa Bay presses with 4 minutes left. Panarin's denied on a rush. Cirelli fires one high, 2-on-1. And then here we are, through a screen from the point, it's Sergachev. The Lindgren and Sergachev goals to me seemed very similar. So both of them are unassisted. Both of them are defensemen that hadn't had a lot of goals. Lindgren had one coming into this game. Sergachev had none. And Igor didn't see this one at all. And Kucherov had a rush that was defended. Lindgren and McDonough are unfriendly at the horn. There was some unfriendliness all around. Things kind of boil over at the end of the game, but not at the end of the second period. So again, screenshots, make sure the goalie can't see it once from a distance. Even in the case of these shots, maybe they're a little slower than what the goaltender was anticipating. The Sergachev one, maybe Igor's expecting 95 miles an hour. I think that one was 84. You take a little bit off of it. It's a lot like pitching that way. Sometimes the slower shot can really mess up a goaltender. Third period, near miss by Vetrano in close early on. The jump was for the Rangers in the third period. It's a 1-1 tie. They have to win this game, and they were playing like they had to win this game. Bogosian gets stung on a shot block. Ruda has a blast that's saved. The Rangers then rush after that. Belmar had a chance that was held. McDonough exits. He would end up coming back, though. I'm sure Stamkos sent a message down to him like, yeah, you're getting back to the bench. I don't care. Play on 1 foot if you have to. The Bolts press at 4 minutes. Maroon has a wraparound. That one's held. Cirelli has a net drive. That's defended. Capo with a rush chance. That's defended as well. So both defenses doing a good job of checking. Not a lot of room out there. Shots, yes. From in close, not so much. So Sergachev has a chance. That's blocked. Lindgren, still a cyborg. His shot blocking, he's getting dinged. He's getting beat up. He is absolutely a warrior. Paul has a shot that bounces wide on a 3-on-2. Face-off probability is stupid. I say that because they always show the face-off probability every face-off. I don't care. But what it does is it distracts so I'm looking up at the top of the screen. I'm not looking at what's going on. So just, I wish they'd knock that off. Show it every now and then, just not every single face-off. It just feels like it's all the time. Anyways, I know there's other people watching who'll understand. If you're American, you were watching the other feed, so you wouldn't have seen what we saw up here with Sportsnet. So Kucherov has a net feed. There's a near miss on that. Strome has a chance that's held as the Rangers press. Fox was denied. The rebound's cleared as now Vasilevsky's in the zone. It's like somebody told Vasilevsky, hey, if we lose tonight, we're out of the playoffs. Because he played like elimination Vasilevsky, which is a totally different beast. Kopp to Zibanejad, near miss on that one. Rooney's denied on a turnover, and his next opportunity, which was on a rush, that was kicked aside as well. And it felt like overtime with 7 minutes left. It was quite clear with how tight checking this game was that next goal wins. That we are in that territory of, even though there's a lot of time left, if there's a goal, that's going to be it. Because both teams were playing really solid defense. They're shoving then after a Bolts offside as these teams are getting more and more irritated with each other. Stretch pass to Kopp, that wouldn't go. There's a near miss for Lindgren after, and Strome can't bury one either. So just some close calls here. Kopp also was passing the puck there where maybe he should have shot it. So a lot of comments, I'm sure, about this game after, about who did what and where. But really, in all honesty, the Monday morning quarterbacking thing, I don't really get into that much. These reviews are as close as I get. Vetrano then had a backhand that's held. There's more shoving after that. McDonough does return to the bench. Strome's denied on a rush. Stamko to Kucherov. That one's missed wide. And then on a pretty good press and a screenshot. It may have been, it looked like it was tipped in front. So at this time, Sergachev's credited with the goal from Hedman and Stamkos at 18-10. It looks like Palat tips it in front. So it looks like it's a Palat tip. No chance for Shesterkin. None. He had an excellent game. And again, if he can see it, he saves it. So on both of those goals, he didn't see it. He didn't have much of a chance to save it. So they pulled the goalie, and then that allows Hagel to score from Kucherov at 19:01 into the empty net to really take all doubt out and really take the air out of the building. MSG was so electric when that Lindgren goal went in. It was electric for all those hits and all those chances in the first period, and even early in the third, and then that empty netter just takes all of that out. So they pulled the goalie again with 21.7 seconds left, though the Rangers go offside. Really, that kills any chance they have. Things sort of blow up at the horn. And there was a fight between Stamkos and Lafreniere. Now, Stamkos does drop the gloves. If they ruled there was an instigator in that fight, that could be costly. But I didn't see an instigator there. I just saw shoving and pushing, and then, oh, you want to go? And then gloves get dropped. So the Bolts win the game 3-1. And this one was not the prettiest of games. This was, again, very much a Tampa Bay light. It felt like the Tampa Bay-Carolina series. Tampa Bay wins 3-1. They now lead in the series 3-2. A lot of firsts for the Rangers tonight they won't like. It's their first loss in their last 9 games at home in the playoffs. It is the first time in the playoffs this year they've lost 3 straight. The 3 stars in this one, Sergachev, Vasilevsky, and Shesterkin. I picked Shesterkin. Those are my 3 stars. The actual 3 stars were Sergachev, Vasilevsky, and Lindgren. Can't argue with Lindgren. The guy's a cyborg, and he's a shot-blocking machine. The shots in this one, 8-3 Rangers in the first, 13-8 Tampa in the second, 11-9 Tampa in the third. Final shots are 27-25 for Tampa. 52 shots in a game. That's right where the Bolts like it. Power plays, Tampa Bay 0 for 2, the Rangers 0 for 1. Hits, 31-27 for the Rangers. Block shots, 18-14 for the Rangers. Vasilevsky saves 24 out of 25. Shesterkin saves 24 out of 26. All of the games we were expecting to look like this when the series got started, and this is one of those goalie matchups where both of them were very, very good. Again, I would have given Shesterkin the 3rd star, but I have no complaints about Lindgren as the 3rd star because the guy's a warrior and probably warrants a video of some sort once the playoffs are done. Maybe talking about defensemen like Lindgren that they get beat up, they shot block, and they just keep playing. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below regarding this game. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.